everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven, and thank you very much for joining me today. We have this beautiful card, and it's a hexagonal, I think that's how you say it, a pop-up card. So it pops up like that, and then it will lay flat, so you can pop it into a 5x7 envelope. So the products I've used to decorate this card, unfortunately you can't get this magazine from the shops or on Craft Stash, but you can purchase a digital download of Craft World, which I will link down below for you. And obviously you would get the magazine and you would get the digital stamp sets that come with this, as well as a download for the beautiful papers. So the two stamp sets you will get is this one here, absolutely gorgeous, and I use this sentiment, have a very Merry Christmas. I haven't used this stamp set, I've used the digital one. So this is what the stamp set would look like, and then obviously you've got the beautiful papers, which I'll show you in just a second. So these are the papers. I've printed this on 300 GSM, so I'll just quickly show you what they look like and how beautiful are they. Some of them you could actually use all year round. You get some toppers, some more beautiful papers. This is the one I've used for the project today. And then here are the die cuts that are the same images as what they are for the stamp set, and these are already coloured in for you. This one I've actually used on my project, and it's actually a leaf that's behind there, and then you get all these different ones here to make the wreath up as well. So that's what I'll be using to do for the wreath. And then we're using Made to Surprise Magic Colour Slide Additions die set for the bow. So like I said, I'll link these down below so you can get the digital copy of the magazine, and I'll see if this one is still in stock. But you could use any products that you have in your stash to make this card, and I hope that you enjoy another video in this series. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 7 inches by 5, and then you need 2 strips that measure 8 inches by 1 1/4. We're going to start off by scoring the 2 strips first. So we're going to score along the 8-inch side at 1/2 inch, 3 1/4, 4 3/4, and 7 1/2. Again, repeat that for the second one. So 1/2 inch, 3 1/4, 4 3/4, and 7 1/2. Then we're going to score this piece along the 7-inch side, and we're going to score at 2 1/4 and 4 3/4. So now we want to fold on the score lines. So we're going to start with our 7 by 5 card base here, and we're going to fold these sections inwards like so. So then it will be that shape. Then these two, you're going to come to these 2 1/2-inch tabs at the end. They're going to fold back and give them a burnish. And then we're going to come to these center score lines here, and again we're going to fold them back as well. So then they will look like that when they are folded. So again, do the same. The 1/2-inch tabs fold to the back, and also the center ones. Okay, so your 2 strips should look like that, and then this one should look like that. Then what we need to do is we're going to attach these to the card. So you want to add your adhesive to the 1/2 inch tabs to what would be the front of your panel, okay, because these are going to get tucked in and then get glued onto the front of the card like that. So I'm going to do this one first. You don't want to glue both sides down straight away. We're just going to stick one side down, okay, and then we're going to fold this over, and we're going to line up this fold with the edge here, and we also want to line up this top edge with this top edge here. And the reason we're doing this side first is because then we can cover those tabs up with our mat and layering pieces. Okay, so then just open that up and press that down. Let's do the same for the second one, and we're going to line it up along the bottom here. Okay, so now we're going to add our mat and layering pieces, and this one here we're going to glue down when we've stuck this side down. Okay, so then we can cover these tabs as well. One piece for this center panel of mirror card that measures 2 3/8 by 4 7/8. The pattern paper for this one, you'll need one that measures 2 1/4 by 4 3/4, and that will go in the center. And then you'll need 2 that will go on the ends here. 2 pieces of mirror card that measures 2 1/8 by 4 7/8, and the paper you will need 2 that measure 2 inches by 4 3/4. So we're going to put one of these to the side for the minute, and we're going to glue these ones down. Okay, so that's them stuck down, and then we're going to peel off the backing on these tabs here, glue it down to the opposite side, and do the same for this one. Then we need to add our mat and layering pieces for these areas. So we have 4 pieces of mirror card, 1 1/8 of an inch by 2 5/8. You'll need 4 of them, and then you'll need 4 pattern paper that measures 1 inch by 2 1/2, and then these are going to have 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. And then for the center panels, you'll need 2 pieces of mirror card that measures 1 3/8 by 1 1/8, and the pattern paper you'll need 2 that measure 1 1/4 by 1, and they're going to go here. Now mine might get covered up with the wreath I'm adding, but I'm not too worried. It just gives a bit more strength to the card, so it's entirely up to you if you want to add that, you know, extra pieces to your card. That's entirely up to you. I'm also going to add a piece of extra strength in the middle section here, which is a piece of acetate, which we will add in just a minute. And like I said, it's just to keep the strength of the card so it doesn't bow. So I'm going to stick these down. Okay, so there we go, and then it just pops open to reveal your hexagonal card, and I think it looks really cool. So now we need to add a piece of acetate just to give it a bit more strength. So I have a piece here that measures 1 3/8 by 4 7/8, and that's going to go behind this center piece here. Okay, so there we go. So I've added the acetate, and as you can see, it gives the card the better shape as well. So really, really nice. And then obviously that lays flat. So now we need to decorate it. So for this, I'm using the printed images that you get free with the paper that I showed you at the beginning, and I'm going to cut all these elements out to make a wreath, so I can place that on the front here. And then I'm using the stamp set that comes with the magazine, and I think I'm going to use this one here and have it in the center of the wreath. So I'm going to get all that made up and stamp my sentiment and add it to my card, and then I'll come back and show you the finished result. So there we go, I've decorated that, and how beautiful does that look? I used a Made to Surprise Magic Colour Slide Editions die set for the bow, and then I just added some glitter accents to the berries and onto the sentiment and the bow, and then it just pops up like that. And how gorgeous does that look? And then it will stand up like so, and then it will fold flat in, so it will go into a 5x7 envelope. Then on the back I have added a matte and layering piece, which will be the same measurements for this middle section here. Okay, and like I said, if you haven't got this magazine, you can get a digital copy with this on Craft World, as well as the digital stamp sets and the downloaded paper as well. I'll leave that linked down below also for you. If you enjoyed this video, then please give me a big thumbs up. Please continue to support my channel by hitting that subscribe button, and join me next week for another video for this series. Take care guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.